Hello and welcome to this lesson entitled Locating the Accountant Tools in QuickBooks Online Accountant. This lesson is part of the Navigating QuickBooks Online module in the topic called Getting Started. After completing this lesson, you will be able to recall how to navigate to the accountant tools available in QuickBooks Online Accountant. The lesson will conclude with a few exercises that will help you succeed with the certification test. Before we get started, may I please remind you that you will gain much more benefit from this lesson if you use the handbook that accompanies it. The handbook can be downloaded from the homepage of the QuickBooks Online certification program. When you have the handbook opened to this lesson, click the next button to start the lesson. Accountant homepage is a dashboard available to accountant for reviewing client books and much more. In this lesson, I will demonstrate how to navigate to the following: accountant's homepage, reclassify transactions, write off invoices, voided deleted transactions report. The accountant tools are all located on the accountant screen, which can be accessed by clicking in the accountant field on the left hand side of the home screen. On the accountant home screen, we'll have mainly three portions. First is report and tool defaults, second one books closed, and third one reconciliation status. Now report and tool defaults, it helps accountants to set a specific period, let's say month to date, quarter to date, year to date, last month, etc. Accountant can also customize the date, that from which date to which date by default he wants to see the reports. They can always select in between the option whether one wants cash basis or accrual basis for accounting reports. The other option is close books. Close books is a unique option for accountant whereby they can click on close the books. They can close books for a particular date. For example, an accountant can close books on 31st of March, whereby the user who can have the transaction access when they will make an entry for the past date, it will show a warning. There is another option that an accountant can set specific password for making an entry before the date of 31st March. So that way he can prevent other users from passing an entry and can have the access control in his hands. Let's just save it and go ahead. The third option is reconciliation status, whereby an accountant can have an overview of all the bank accounts that he have and what is the reconciliation status by a particular date for which particular bank account that he purchased. It will also show reconciled balance as well as the current balance which is into the QuickBooks. Now going to other navigation options that we have for accountants, we can click on the settings tab, and thereby after the settings we have option called accountant, whereby there are specific options which we will just scroll down next. The first one is reclassify transaction. Let's click on that. Reclassify transaction is a menu where we can get a list of all transactions. For example, let us select a period for 2013, 1st of April. Another option is whether we want to see the transactions on cash basis or an accrual basis. That option is also available. Thereafter, we can have view accounts wise. That is, if we want to have all transactions for profit and loss accounts, and another option that is balance sheet accounts. We can always make a filter in between those accounts. Then let's say select a particular transaction. In between we can always also give a filter as to which customer, supplier or an employee transactions that we want from this drop down menu. Then there is a show transactions, that is we can see the view by non-item based transactions and item based transactions. We can always filter by the criteria by a specific account or all accounts. Then we can click on the specific transactions. that will appear exactly the same transaction that the user had entered. We can make unnecessary changes and edit the transactions, and we can save it. When we just save it, it will ask as if the user is making an entry, and it will be reclassified into the different transaction category. The next option is voided deleted transactions. This is a unique transaction report that an accountant has got access, whereby accountant can view what are the type of transactions that has been deleted by a particular user or all category of users. He can actually view the transactions by clicking on the view on the right hand side, and can be seen that what was the actual entry and what was the account. So hereby an accountant has an access to each and every activity that's been marked as voided or that has been deleted. The third option under the accountant is write off invoices. An accountant can write off the particular invoice. He can select a multiple invoice and can have preview of the invoices and write off all the invoices. So this is a unique feature that an accountant has the privilege to do. You have completed this lesson. To be sure you have retained what you learned, complete the show exercises that follow. Feel free to return to this lesson to reinforce anything you forget. Thank you very much. Bye bye.